Have you ever thought about opening up a cannabis or CBD franchise or even your own standalone store? This video is for you. We're going to go through what this industry is all about. So, first off, cannabis has been legal in the United States and a couple states for 10 years now, with Colorado and Washington State leading the way. There's about 18 states that cannabis is legal, as well as Washington, D.C. Across these different states, recreational cannabis sales and this industry accounts for about $26 billion. So it's really big. And keep in mind, that's just for less than 20 states, less than 50% of the United States. So there's a big opportunity here if other states pass legislation for recreational cannabis. It's been growing 15% year over year. That's the provision 2 going out for the next few years, where by 2026, it should be a $41 billion market, the recreational cannabis market. So it is very big. There are a lot of businesses opening up, but getting that funding has been a trouble for many businesses because it's still illegal on a federal level, even though Colorado law, Washington, D.C. law is not persecuting recreational cannabis users or growers. It's still illegal on a federal basis, so that makes it really difficult at times to get financing, at least from traditional routes, and especially the SBA 7A loan program is not going to be available if you're looking to open up a cannabis-related business. There are a few different franchises in the space and businesses in the space. One would be Unity Road, which was founded in 2018. It was one of the first recreational cannabis companies to franchise in the U.S., and it has really a special emphasis on the customer experience. The investment's pretty steep though, anywhere from $1 million to $2.5 million to open up a Unity Road franchise. And the franchise fee is pretty steep, way ahead of many retail sales and services franchises, where generally it's more like $25,000, $30,000. For a Unity Road, last we checked, it was over $100,000 just for the franchise fee. So Eufloria dispensary is another one, and Eufloria is a lot cheaper, ranging anywhere from about $250,000 up to $640,000 to open up a Eufloria, and the franchise fee is still pretty expensive, $90,000. I imagine there's a lot of red tape and compliance to start up the operations, and a good part of that franchise fee is going to go from the franchisor to provide support. So Unity Road to provide support, Eufloria dispensary to provide support for those that want to open up a cannabis franchise in the U.S. There's also Miracle Leaf that operates medical cannabis health centers across Florida and offers telehealth and medical marijuana cards in 30 different states. They have a retail location not so far from our office here in Lincoln Road in Miami Beach, and it seems like they're really making a big push where we've even received a direct mail from Miracle Leaf, especially around the openings. So there are some cannabis franchises that are focused more on the recreational user, and then there's other ones that are focused more on medical marijuana users, medical cannabis users. There's a few publicly traded stocks that are companies basically opening up corporate stores, like MadMen shares trade on the Canadian Securities Exchange under the ticker XCNQ. Again, that's XCNQ. They've increased 13% revenues from last year to $40 million and increased the retail adjusted EBITDA by 17% to $7 million. CBD Industry, now we've just been talking about the recreational cannabis, medical cannabis industry. Going to CBD, it's significantly smaller. So we're talking about volume sales of 4.7 billion. When you adjust it for the size of the total industry, it could go up to 7 billion, but significantly smaller than the recreational cannabis industry. And it is growing. Retail sales grew $100 million throughout the pandemic. One of the leading franchises in this space is Your CBD Store, which offers CBD-based herbal and nutritional supplements, capsules, dissolvable supplements, medicated cosmetics, dietary supplements, and they have over 160 Your CBD stores located across 39 states. The total investment's significantly less than if you compare it to cannabis, the sister industry. We're opening up a Your CBD store is going to be about $60,000 to $80,000 to open up, with a very reasonable franchise fee at $5,000. You also have to pay 3% for the wholesale product purchase cost. Another franchise to consider if you're interested in this space is CBD American Shaman, which is one of the largest CBD retailers in the US with over 350 locations. And what they aim to do is promote health and wellness with their products. They separate themselves from competitors with their proprietary nanotechnology that they, quote, allow the body to absorb their products faster and more efficiently. Lots of complaints. CBD American Shaman has a lot of complaints from customers filing FTC complaints with the Federal Trade Commission, franchisee complaints as well. We went through numerous ones where franchisees felt like they got wooed by a smooth salesman from the franchisor. So just be careful, do your due diligence if you're interested in a CBD American Shaman or Your CBD Store. Both these franchise systems have grown really fast, too fast in my opinion. So just do your due diligence because they're growing really, really fast, and just make sure that the franchisor is able to keep up with that growth and that franchisees across the board are actually making good money, not just the top 5% of performers. So the total investment amount for CBD American Shaman, it's even less than a CBD store, and that probably has allowed them to get to that 350 level mark very fast. And it's anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 to open one up, and then you have inventory that makes that a little higher, another $45,000. So that's a quick synopsis for those that are interested in opening up a franchise in the cannabis and or the CBD space. If there's particular opportunities you'd like us to review, just shoot me an email at patrick@vettedbiz.com. Thank you.